Hey guys, what's up? So, back with playing Monster Prom. And I even tried playing this game without recording it last night and I still kept getting rejected. You wish you were raised by a pack of wild wolves who also happen to be tech moguls who own some of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley. They would be kick-ass role models and wild wolves sick. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of DJing. A really progressive marriage between a kick venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire and I see no issue with being raised by it. I'm gonna go with the first one. What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks the truth of your soul. Caucasian guy with a turban because of stereotypes. Snowman because that is in the middle of a blizzard. He's smiling. He doesn't give a about blizzards. And he has a kick-ass hat. Octopus emoji, best animal on earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involve one or several octopi. I'm gonna go with the snowman one. You find a genie in a bottle. You can ask for whatever you want. What do you ask for? Infinite confetti, his friendship. I don't ask for anything. I drank the genie from the bottle. I can grant my own wishes. Before asking for anything, you try to negotiate up to the 3 standard wishes. Him to not be so cliche? Clich? A genie and wishes, so mainstream. A rainbow that you can eat. I'm gonna drink them. So it's the ones that pop up the only one that you can try to even ask to the prom. All right, I'm gonna try to do these in order. So let's go to the auditorium first. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. You gain +2 creativity. Later, you see Damien and Miranda chatting and being a nosy little. You decide to insert yourself into the conversation. I look forward to this adventure. So, is there anything more wonderful than getting insight into the lives of commoners? You better not pull that the whole time. My dads are lords of hell, you know. Technically, I'm royalty too. Are you though? Damien rolls his eyes and turns to you. Mrs. Panthera paired us up for our hands-on homework assignment, going on an adventure. Apparently, I have some anger issues and a thirst for violence that should be channeling into something productive. Like a thirst for violence isn't productive in and of itself. And I'm supposed to work on being more independent, which is so strange since I told my ladies and gentlemen in waiting to fix that for me last week. I wonder what sort of adventure might give us the wonderful experience we need to fix our perceived, but obviously non-existent flaws. Go on a deep sea quest to steal beautiful pearls from a scary. Is this Kraken or Kraken? Journey to a volcano to have a hot time at a 5 Mefet strip club. I'm gonna pick the second one because it seems like the option they'll less likely hate me for, but I could be very wrong. Yeah, I was very wrong. You expect me you expect me, royalty, a princess, a royal princess who is royal to attend some vile sex show? And you expect me, a demon, to put up with that attitude at a strip club? And surely, if you feel the stirrings of passion in your loins, it will spur the stirrings of passion in your fists. What? Mary, did you just make a masturbation joke? Gads, of course not. I meant that if you were so riled up over naked mephits, surely that would explode and spill out. Terrible choice of words. Into your proclivity for violence, you shouldn't be tempted to have any feelings whatsoever. The best way for you to lose your violent instincts is to sit in a dark room with no stimuli whatsoever. Well, maybe that's the best way for you to learn to be independent too. Maybe it is. They spend their adventure locked in separate dark rooms. Okay, you lose -2 fun and -1 charm. This game is so hard. I don't understand. You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly hefting a ball of mashed potatoes, while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Seriously, what do we have to do to get a food fight started in this cafeteria? I honestly do not know. I tried throwing potatoes at people and yelling food fight, but I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back. I've honestly never seen like a real actual food fight at like school or anything. And I can't throw any food because of my stupid ghost hands. Plates, mirrors, antique furniture, sure, but not food. There's got to be a way to provoke a food war. My dads are always telling me to be more political. But we're not political. Your strength is hitting things, and my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time. Unbelievably hot. That's it. We'll set the cafeteria on fire. Wait, no, that's not a solution. That's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson? It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in with an idea of your own. Wars are fought over scarce resources. Steal everybody's food and put it in a pile that ought to do it. Hey, Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get kidnapped by Trojans. Like, I have no idea what they'd want me to pick. I'm gonna just go with the first one. Okay. Whoa, is that what politics is? Beating people up and putting their stuff in a big pile? I didn't know I was already so good at politics. And then I can roll around in the food pile. It'll feel so good on my non-skin. Damien spends the rest of lunch piling up everybody's food in an enormous food mountain. Hungry students are soon swarming the mountain, trying to grab what they can while Damien pelts them with fire and knives from above. In a panic, the students turn on each other, fighting with the only weapon they have, the food in their hands. Haha, food fight, food fight. I think a fight like this is how I died. The casualties are beyond counting, but no one will be forgetting that food fight anytime soon. Alright, let's go to class. Even though it'll probably just be like the shop. So I might just go to the library. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so f it. You gain +2 money. Later you see Damien packing a bag. I'm going away for the weekend. To detention. I have detention again. Why, just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps that poured sulky on whoever opened it. I mean, I didn't even set anything on fire this time. Let me spill the tea. This school is strict as Anyway, just brainstorming some ways to keep things entertaining beyond ditching. Do it, just ditch, do it. Cross species, economic, and social barriers to make lifelong friends with a diverse group of students in detention and find out through silly dancing that you're not so different after all. I'm gonna go with the first one. Damn, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I just did, but I didn't consider it as a serious option. If I skip detention, what are they going to do? Give me detention? I can do anything. Make a bonfire out of the desk. Jerk off into the potions. And I'll just skip detention forever and wreak as much havoc as I want. Yeah, havoc. Well, you may have created a monster, but at least he's your monster. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness. Alright, this time I'll go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You see Damien about to punch some noob when suddenly a dimensional portal opens between the two of them. Hey, what the hell? I was about to punch that noob. There will be plenty of noobs to punch, my fearsome paramour, when you are mine. What? I've traveled across time and space to find a fit commander for my armies and for my bedroom. Oh, you want me to come over to your kingdom so we can kill people and I wouldn't put it quite so crassly. Well, I would, and that sounds doper than hell, which isn't hard because hell is lame, but still. But if Damien goes to another dimension to and kill people, how will he kill people with you? There's only one thing to do. Defeat the prince's entire army using nothing but a colander and a grapefruit. Show Damien a picture of the prince's armies wearing clown shoes and assless chaps. I'm gonna do the second one. You recall a full-page glossy photograph you saw in the latest issue of Bad Armies magazine. You pull it out of your backpack and show it to Damien. It depicts the prince's army wearing floppy shoes and assless chaps, braiding the opposing forces' hair. What the is this? Opportunity, Damien. Any general can win a war with an army that's good, but imagine the glory of winning with a bad army. Oh, you're right. Let's make them worse. Give them boxing gloves and dip their heads in concrete. Cut off some of their fingers, make them all carry fake babies in order to understand the responsibility of parenthood. That's the attitude I expect from a great warlord. Victory will surely be ours. Alright, dude, I'm interested. Let me know when you've made your army even and we'll go from there. Yeah? Agreed, my love, agreed. You doubt the prince wins many wars with that army, but he sure does seem to be winning Damien's heart. Curses. You lose -2 charm and -1 boldness. This game is so hard. Listen, Vicky, you can totally sit with us. I just hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight. Yeah, we're showing off our best flask. Well, not the best flask exactly, but the best contents. Good God, are literal actual flasks of alcohol openly allowed in the school cafeteria? Are there no rules? Apparently not, because Polly starts setting a series of flasks down on the table. Okay, so this is beer, my WC wine, whiskey, ethyl alcohol, the soul of an infant. Ha, weak. This is radioactive absinthe. This is fire, and this is literal poor life choices. Okay, but this one has another smaller flask inside. It is the ultimate flask. They could probably go on like this for goddamn ever. Maybe you can cut in with the craziest thing of all. But think carefully about whom you want to impress with your flask contents. Get ready for the most hardcore badass thing. This flask contains an ancient genie that grants you 3 wishes, but I'm totally drinking it because I don't give a f. I grant my own damn wishes. Want to get a dope party started? This flask has ultra whiskey, which you can only get when you get 2 bottles of the best, purest whiskey and make them mate. This is extremely hard. Like, I don't know what to pick. And my throat's like getting so dry from reading all this stuff. Hmm. I'm gonna go with the second one. Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah, let's rage. I wasn't really trying to impress her. I've always wanted to make ultra whiskey, but I could not get my whiskey bottles to I tried everything: mood lighting, sultry music, chainsaws, all that cliche romantic stuff. But it seemed nigh impossible to get them to make sweet whiskey love. I almost started to think inanimate objects can't have sex, but I've had tons of sex with inanimate objects, so that was just silly. If you can make whiskey times whiskey turn into ultra whiskey, we should definitely apply that principle all over the damn place. 2 cars to make a limousine, an orgy of iPhones to become the iPhone XXX, the most advanced update possible, duh, a microwave and a Russian novel to get a pair of designer shoes. Can't wait to create doper stuff than the world can even handle, probably. Well, the world probably doesn't need to worry about handling it because there's no way you can pull that insanity off. But yay for plans with Polly. Like, Polly's hot, but she's not like who I'm trying to work on right now. Okay, let's go to the outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You notice Damien and Miranda squatting on the grass, poking something with a stick. You rush over hoping for a dead possum, but instead you find them gathered around an entire tiny metropolis. Check this shit out. It's our kingdom. I call it Smalltopia. A tiny voice from the city shouts up at you. It's called West Pemberley, and we're not a monarchy. I was going to just burn it all with a magnifying glass, but I'm happy Miranda stopped me. It's good to be kind. King, not kind. The tiny voice from the city says we vote for our leaders in biannual elections. But we are facing a quandary: how to boost our kingdom's struggling economy. Yeah, the whole place has been facing an iconic recession ever since a pigeon stole a hospital to build its nest. The tiny voice says that red guy stole the hospital and lied about it. I'm used to managing kingdoms that are significantly larger and much more underwater. I'm afraid I'm at a loss. Yeah, hey, how about being our royal advisor? The pay is shit, but you can take whatever buildings you want. Hey, says the tiny voice. Build a new hospital out of popsicle sticks and hot glue. You know what always boosts an economy? War. I think I saw an anthill over by the water fountain. I'm gonna just go with the first one. What? You want me to build a hospital? I don't build hospitals. I burn hospitals. I neither build nor burn hospitals. The former is servants' work, and the latter is for daddy soldiers. Come, Damien, let us banish this foolish interloper from our kingdom. It's not yours, and it's not Kingdom, screams the tiny voice, but Damien's too busy kicking your ass to notice. You lose -2 fun and -1 boldness. Let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain +2 charm. You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien slinks up to you. He's hauling a large sack with the words "definitely not a corpse" written on it. Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag. You never would have guessed. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse. At least not with my lawyer present. But let's just say he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You share your brilliant solution. Disguise him as a drinking fountain. No one will know the difference. Just chuck him in my garage. He'll blend perfectly with my collection of vintage dead bodies. I'm gonna go with the second one. You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage. Holy hell, are these all yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley, Amelia Earhart, you've got 3 popes here. I've spent all this time trying to be a great murderer, when the greatest murder of all was right next to me the entire time. Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. You've just sat down to eat with Damien and Liam. Well, to eat with Damien, Liam's just taking pictures of his food. When a leather-clad figure drops from the air vent into your table, it's the Slayer. Lunchtime's over, dirtbags. Time to die. This always happens when we sit together. Your death-based rhetoric is offensive. Don't spoil my food pick. Oh, I'll spoil more than your food pick. Count Stankula. I am about to spoil your face. Just his, though, right? Both your faces. The Slayer is right between the 3 of you. You can't save Liam and Damien, but if you act fast, you might just be able to save one. Immobilize Damien with the Lord's Prayer while Liam escapes. You've been waiting for this moment your whole life. Flip the table for justice. I'm gonna go with the second one. Normally, when you flip tables, it's out of anger or mischief, but this is about to be the most righteous table flip ever performed. No, my footing! No, my artfully arranged cafeteria food! Yes, up school property. The Slayer ends up pinned under the table along with Liam. Damien jumps down there and starts punching indiscriminately, not caring who he is. So, just another normal day for Damien. I've never felt so alive. Offensive. Whatever, let's flip all the rest of the tables in the cafeteria while the flipping's good. You righteously flip every single table in the cafeteria. With each table you flip, you find Damien is flipping a little more for you. Okay, let's go to the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 but you gain +2 bonus. You're daydreaming about how Damien would look walking down the aisle towards you. When you see Damien walking down the hallway towards you. Yo, so listen, don't be uncool about this or make it a big deal. Make it a big thing, but I think you're pretty rad. Like, maybe even as rad as I am. So I thought it might be sweet if we could, do some crime together. Would you be into that? I mean, could you even handle that? Yes, of course you could, and would, and should. What kind of crime are you into these days? Quick, suggest the most bad romantic crime for an excellent date with Damien. Tax fraud and light treason. Dinner and a movie, only the dinner is arson and the movie is also arson. Let's go with the second one because he always talks about arson all the time. Arson and arson sounds like my kind of night. Wait, what? I'm confused. Damien picks you up and presents you with a bouquet of matches and lighters, which you blush and happily accept. The two of you head off to the fanciest restaurant, Le Chate de Superior? I don't know. You smile demorally as Damien pulls out your chair for you and then sets it on fire. Okay, I see it. You confidently order off the menu for both of you before setting both menus on fire. After a delicious meal, the two of you flirtily squabble over whose absolute pleasure it would be to pick up the check as the flames rage high all around you. Ready to head out for more arson? Heck yeah, you are. The two of you head to a movie, immediately setting your ticket stubs on fire. You take your seats and set the row in front of you on fire. But halfway through the movie, the flames start to subside and you quickly jump up to add literal fuel to the fire. Soon the flames have engulfed the screen, fulfilling your promise of more arson, but Damien doesn't look pleased. What the hell? I was watching that. The boy met the girl. The boy lost the girl. How will I ever know if he ever gets the girl back? Good point. Apparently the film was more compelling even than more arson. You don't know if the boy will get the girl, but looks like you might not get Damien. You lose -2 smarts and -1 charm. Let's ask Damien, since it was like we were really after him. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Prom with you, stupid. I need spice in my life, and if you were a spice, you would be, some bland spice. Who needs prom? Be focused on your career goal of becoming a renowned surgeon. You studied hard and passed all the tests. Unfortunately, no hospital wanted to hire you because it turns out that going to prom with a cool date is an essential requirement on a surgeon's resume. And so you never got a job and in the end became homeless. Don't even dare to think that Monster Prom isn't important. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened and it was wonderful. Miranda and Damien received an award for Smalltopia for their work as city planners. Smalltopia's citizens still insist the award was fake, and they pray every day for the two of them to stop messing with their city. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Polly graduated from doing lots of... I don't even know what that is. And now she appears to be hallucinating people and acts as their spirit animal. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended them then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Wow, like I really suck at this game.